There's a sudden familiar ache in your gut. Your screen lights up and you already know. You'll answer and a piece of your focus, a portion of your day's peace, will be gone. This isn't just a minor annoyance, it's the daily quiet theft of your most precious asset. The ancient Stoics weren't just talking about enduring hardship, they were masters of energy economics. Your focus isn't just attention, it's your very life, converted into moments. Marcus Aurelius put it plainly, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. He's pointing to a truth we often forget. Every person granted entry to your inner world either builds your fortitude or weakens its walls. No interaction is truly neutral, yet we're conditioned to believe that good people are always available, that saying no is a failure of character. Stoicism offers a different, more powerful path. Intentional stewardship of your spirit. It's not selfishness, it's your fundamental duty. Today, we're going to identify 10 kinds of individuals a Stoic practitioner learns to gracefully disregard. This isn't about hatred or judgment. It's about the profound wisdom of conservation. Your vitality is finite. Some connections are investments, others are leaks. The wise audit their social energy with clear eyes. Before we start, I want you to claim this power. Type this sentence in the comments below. My energy is my own. Writing it makes it real. It's a contract with yourself. Let's begin. The first, the endless pessimist. You know them. Every forecast is gloomy. Every situation contains a hidden flaw. They present an unbroken stream of everything that's wrong, broken, or destined to fail. And crucially, they don't seek answers. They seek a companion for their misery. I watched a colleague, let's call him Leo, be drained by this for 18 months. His deskmate, Karen, transformed every lunch into a dirge. This company is sinking. My back is killing me. My partner is so oblivious. Leo, being empathetic, would listen, suggest fixes, offer sympathy. The complaints just cycled. Leo started noticing a physical weight after their talks, a fog of borrowed despair. The defining moment arrived during a crucial project week. Leo was buried. Karen launched into a new tirade. Leo, stretched thin, said, "Karen, I hear you, but I'm underwater right now. Can we circle back later?" Her expression shifted to wounded ice. "Fine. Sorry to burden you with my existence." That guilt-tripping reflex, that's the pessimist's defense mechanism. They frame your self-care as abandonment. What did Epictetus teach? We are troubled not by events, but by the views we take of them. The chronic pessimist has chosen a view of universal deficiency. They aren't looking for a way out. They're collecting proof that the prison is inescapable. Your sympathy becomes the cement for their cell. Not every storm in another's life is yours to weather. The Stoic move isn't harsh, it's honest. You can wish them well without holding an eternal vigil for their distress. Gently redirect. That sounds challenging. What's your next step? If they persist, state your limit. I'm preserving my mental space today and can't engage deeply. If guilt comes, remember, their choice to dwell isn't your command to drown with them. Leo learned to limit exposure. The connection faded not from cruelty, but from Leo's choice of peace over pity. Second, the architect of chaos. Life isn't something they live, it's a stage they direct. A missed email isn't a mistake, it's a conspiracy. Minor feedback isn't guidance, it's a declaration of war. They don't just have problems, they recruit actors for their personal drama. Take Maya, who had a teammate, Paul. Every project with Paul was an epic. A simple deadline adjustment became a saga of betrayal and emergency meetings. Paul would rally allies, demand loyalty oaths, then, days later, act as if the hurricane never happened. The team was perpetually shell-shocked. The climax? A client call with a minor audio echo. Paul slammed his desk. "This is sabotage. I won't perform in a circus." The client was mortified. Maya spent the next hour repairing trust while Paul composed himself. Seneca observed, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The chaos architect lives entirely in that inflamed imagination. They magnify, they catastrophize, they personalize. But their drama requires a crowd. Without witnesses, the performance loses meaning. Your Stoic response: refuse the role of audience. De-escalate with calm. "I see you're upset. Let's focus on the solution." When pressed to take sides, "I'm here to work, not to join factions." This isn't a lack of care. It's the understanding that joining their panic only validates a false emergency. Maya started responding to Paul's theatrics with, "I'm focusing on the deliverables." He called her detached, but she realized true support isn't echoing chaos. It's holding a steady center. Third, the emotional borrower. They have your number for their emergencies. Your achievements are brief footnotes. Their struggles are epic novels. The relationship feels like an open tab where you're always the creditor. I recall a man from my gym, Ethan. Every few months, a desperate call. Career crisis, heartbreak, existential spiral. I'd listen for an hour, offer counsel, share resources. He'd thank me profusely and vanish. Then my own family faced a health scare. I needed an ear. I reached out to Ethan, radio silence. A month later, a message arrived. "Man, this new dating app is brutal. Got time to talk?" That silence spoke volumes. This wasn't friendship. It was an unpaid consultancy. Marcus Aurelius spoke of mutual service to the common good, but also of not pouring your soul into vessels with holes. These borrowers aren't evil. They're often obliviously self-centered. They see your generosity as a limitless well. The pattern is clear. Their schedule dictates the terms. They forget your milestones. They're ghosts during your trials, yet expect a parade for theirs. The principle? Your spirit is capital. Invest it where there's growth, not just withdrawal. Setting a boundary isn't a punishment, it's a correction. I told Ethan, "I value our talks, but I need them to be a two-way exchange." He was offended, claimed he was always supportive. The evidence said otherwise. I let the connection go, not with rage, but with the quiet acknowledgement that some accounts will never be balanced. Fourth, the professional martyr. To them, agency is a myth. Misfortune is never a result of choice. It's always an external plot. They are forever the blameless target of a hostile universe. My former neighbor, Clara, was a textbook case. Lost her job. The boss was jealous. Friendship ended. The friend was toxic. Financial trouble. The system is rigged. For years, I offered empathy, thinking life had been unfairly hard on her. The revelation came when discussing her job hunt. 9 months unemployed. "The interviews are fake," she claimed. "They already have an internal pick." I suggested a skills workshop. "Those are for people who haven't been blacklisted." I mentioned networking. "My industry is all about who you know, and I know no one." Every potential path was Yu Xian blocked by her narrative. Helplessness, when chosen, becomes a cage of one's own making. Epictetus's core dichotomy: what is within our power and what is not. The martyr places everything, including their own reactions, in the second column. Victimhood becomes their identity. Any suggestion of personal power feels like an attack on their very self. Your energy cannot unlock a cage whose occupant cherishes the key. Offer questions, not sympathy. What part of this can you influence? What's one small action you could take? If every suggestion is met with a "yes, but understand," they are committed to their powerlessness. Compassion doesn't require you to furnish their prison. I began responding to Clara's tales with, "That's a difficult spot. What's your move?" She eventually stopped sharing. My uncaring response didn't feed the story she needed to tell. Fifth, the shadowed rival. they can't truly applaud your light. Your progress registers to them as their own deficit. Their praise is laced with a subtle acid, qualification, comparison, or concern. An acquaintance, Sophie, had a friend like this. When Sophie launched a successful blog, the friend said, "That's cool, but it's so saturated now." When Sophie got engaged, marriage is a big risk statistically. When she bought a home, the market is about to crash, you know. Each victory was dimmed by a following cloud. Sophie made excuses until she shared a promotion. The friends reply, "Wow, they must really be desperate to keep people." The mask slipped. Seneca called envy a tumor on the soul. The rival sees life as a pie. Your bigger slice means less for them. Marcus Aurelius practiced taking genuine joy in others' good fortune, a sign of a healthy soul. The rival is draining because their poison is often disguised as pragmatic care. They're not cutting you down, they're keeping you realistic. They're not jealous, they're worried you're moving too fast. This erodes your confidence from the inside. Confrontation often brings denial and projection. Sophie's friend accused her of arrogance. The truth? The friendship was built on shared struggle, not shared joy. The Stoic lesson: seek those who genuinely warm themselves by your fire, not those who resent the heat. You cannot debate envy into generosity. Protect your shine by stepping away from those who need you dim. Sixth, the merchant of whispers. Their currency is confidential information. They always have a story about someone who isn't here. Remember this rule: if they share secrets with you, they are trading yours elsewhere. Tom worked with a man, Ian. Ian was the office bulletin board. Who's on the way out? Who's having marital issues? Who's interviewing? Tom found it engaging, a harmless insider game. Then, during a stressful period, Tom confided in Ian about his anxiety. "This stays here," Ian said solemnly. Within a fortnight, Tom received awkward, pitying looks. A colleague asked, "Hey, how's the anxiety?" with faux concern. Ian had bartered Tom's vulnerability for social capital. The merchant always has a cover story. "I thought people should know to support you," or "I was just worried." Epictetus advised to speak only what is necessary. The gossip operates on the opposite principle. They create an ecosystem of suspicion where trust cannot grow. This drains you because you must constantly self-censor. Every word is a potential bullet they might fire elsewhere. The vigilance is exhausting. The Stoic reply is to offer no ammunition. Keep exchanges on the surface. When they begin, say, "I prefer not to discuss absent parties." No drama, just a boundary, Tom learned. He became politely bland with Ian. The gossip, starved of material, found new suppliers. Seventh, the invisible puppeteer. They never pull a string you can see. Requests come draped in obligation, layered with guilt, masked as your own idea. They are tacticians of implied debt. Consider Anna and her aunt. Never a direct ask. "I saw a perfect little retirement villa. Of course, on my pension, it's just a dream." Or, "Your brother never visits, but he's so busy with his important life." Every conversation was a negotiation Anna hadn't agreed to join. Compliance meant she was family. Resistance meant she was selfish. In therapy, Anna was asked, when did she last make a simple, clean request? She couldn't recall. The manipulation was the language itself. The puppeteer exploits noble ideas, family, duty, loyalty, twisting them into levers. Marcus Aurelius stressed discerning real duty from manufactured burden. The wise fulfill true commitments but are not swayed by emotional blackmail. This is draining because every interaction is a covert psychological campaign. They're playing chess while you think you're chatting. The Stoic defense is radical clarity. Force the implicit into the open. "Are you asking me to help you buy that villa?" When they claim misunderstanding, repeat, Then what exactly are you requesting? Direct light dissolves manipulative fog. Anna started saying, "Please tell me what you need plainly." The aunt protested, but Anna held firm. The relationship became simpler because it had to be. 8th, the perpetual auditor. Nothing meets their unspecified standard. Every effort receives a critique, not to elevate, but to diminish. Your success subtly threatens their worldview. Your failure confirms it. David had a manager, Grant. Projects delivered early? Did you consider the long-term scalability? Record sales month? The market tailwinds carried you. David began over-preparing, agonizing over details, trying to preempt the inevitable flaw-finding. It was never enough. The pattern crystallized in a team review. A junior presented brilliant work. The team was inspired. Grant's take, adequate, but you omitted these 20 peripheral considerations. The room deflated. Marcus Aurelius endured constant criticism as emperor. He knew the fear of judgment could be more paralyzing than the judgment itself. The auditor isn't providing feedback. They're asserting dominance through fault-finding. Tearing down makes them feel tall. This drains you by installing their voice in your head. You start pre-criticizing yourself, stifling creativity and action. The goal becomes avoiding blame, not achieving excellence. The response? Separate wheat from chaff. If criticism is specific and actionable, weigh it. If it's generic negativity, let it pass. A simple noted with no emotional engagement is a powerful shield. David realized Grant would criticize excellent and mediocre work equally. The constant was Grant's need, not the work's quality. David stopped trying to satisfy the unsatisfiable. He later thrived under a leader who balanced acknowledgement with constructive guidance. 9th, the boundary blur. Your time is their convenience. They appear unannounced, call at all hours, talk without an off-ramp. Your schedule is a mild suggestion. Their need is the command. My friend had a neighbor, Mr. Dolan. The doorbell would ring at 8 p.m. or 7 a.m. on a Saturday. Just a quick thing, he'd say, then launch into a 45-minute monologue about his garden, his arthritis, the local politics. My friend's own plans evaporated, polite hints failed. I should get going was met with, "Oh, just one more thing." Attempts to end were framed as personal slights. Am I keeping you from something important? Seneca wrote that we are often wasteful with time, our only true non-renewable resource. The boundary blur succeeds because they bet your politeness will outweigh your self-preservation. They operate on exhaustion. I advised my friend to answer the door but not open it fully. Now isn't a good time. Let's plan a call later. When guilt was applied, the response was, I have prior commitments that need my attention. Mr. Dolan called him unfriendly, but my friend reclaimed his evenings. Protecting your time isn't rude. It's respecting the finite nature of your existence. 10th, and most poignant, the fair weather ally. This is the friend revealed by storms. They are present for the sunshine, absent for the rain. The relationship exists comfortably only on their terms, and adversity is a term they did not agree to. James discovered this when his startup failed. It wasn't a stumble, it was a collapse. He'd built a network, helped many, celebrated their wins. In his descent, he reached out. The silence was deafening. Calls unreturned. Messages left on read. One protege, whom James had mentored for years, replied, "Tied up with my own stuff, buddy. Chin up." James later learned this protege was fine. He just didn't want his brand associated with failure. The support had been transactional. James had valued the person, the protege had valued James's utility. Seneca distinguished true friendship from convenience. A real friend loves you, not what you provide for them. The fair weather ally is a drain because the betrayal costs you both the person and your trust in your own judgment. The recognition pattern. They are consistent in good times, inconsistent in bad. They are takers of help, givers only when it's easy. The Stoic uses adversity as the ultimate litmus test. Marcus Aurelius prepared to meet ingratitude and disloyalty, not to become bitter, but to not be shattered by their reveal. James's journey through anger and grief led to clarity. He rebuilt, but his inner circle was forged in that fire. Those who stayed when he had nothing to offer. The others taught him the price of his own discernment. Conclusion: learning to disregard these 10 archetypes isn't an act of isolation. It's an act of profound selection. Stoicism teaches that your attention is the sculptor of your life. Every person you let into your mental workshop either helps you carve a masterpiece or chips away at the stone. You have a choice in every interaction to give your energy by default to the loudest demand, or to bestow it intentionally on what truly aligns with your purpose and peace. Protecting your core isn't selfish. It's the source from which you can eventually give more to the right people, in the right ways. Now, I want you to seal this intention. Write it once more in the comments. My energy is my own. This is your declaration. If this perspective resonated with you, please like this video. It helps Stoic Mindset Mastery share this wisdom, and subscribe for weekly guides to living with more focus and less friction. Share this with someone who needs to hear that their peace is worth guarding. Remember, you don't need universal approval. You need the clarity to know where your vitality deserves to flow. Until next time, stay grounded, stay resilient, and guard your inner citadel.